How you doing?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm making it. It's Monday, so it's another week.
Looking like a superstar.
Working on it, working on it. Had to
You
get
working on
this back on.
it. So you had the onse today.
Uh,
You had the onse today. Beyonce and Heather. So Heather onse.
Heather on say.
Right.
Like where I was at, because I was like, child, let me hear him throw this eyelash on. The little curls I had and fell out my head. That's fine. I'm like, I'll be all right. I will be.
You look beautiful.
Thank you, thank you. You know, I can always count on you for the empty
You said what? You said the comment. What do
empty.
you say?
I said I can count on you for the empty compliment.
Well, it gotta be empty. They were just you beautiful shit.
Thank you. You know, it's hard for me to accept that. So
Uh-huh. I ain't got no agenda, woman. They
no,
ain't empty.
hard for
They
me to
got
accept.
me.
Period. You could
Huh.
you could tell me stuff I already know on paper, and I still be like, well,
you gotta believe it to achieve it.
it's like I believe it, but really, that's me.
Yes, really.
Uh,
You ready for these water signs?
yeah, I mean, it is what it is at this point. It's water signs, so you know how y'all be.
Why it gotta be like that, dog?
Y'all be like that because it's water signs.
What you trying to say?
I didn't see it.
You didn't say it. You just hinted at it. There's a difference.
Okay, okay. So yeah, now that we got that out the way, how y'all doing today? Look, as though there's no one watching us. So welcome you guys to Moist Mondays. I am Heather, and of course that's Jean over there. And we have done the past few weeks. We've talked about the get back in front of my camera. I gotta move my stuff over. But let's talk. We've been talking to you guys over the past few weeks about fitness, sexuality, and your zodiac, like basically how the zodiac signs play in your sex life and all those types of things. So we've been doing that. We've been talking about those things. Of course, we started out talking about the fire signs. We then went over to the earth signs, and then did we do earth signs? Yep. Then we did
Yeah.
air signs, and we this is the last of the series, water signs. So all of you um Cancers and Scorpios and Pisces. Yay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, not
You
Aquarius.
ain't got.
You know, I always have to say that Aquarius are not water signs. They are, yeah, they're
Hey,
air signs. They're not water signs. So
right.
those of you
Even
who
though it says aqua.
I know it sounds like it should be, but it's not. That's the problem with Aquarius anyway, because they all over the place. So those
Law.
of you who are water signs, this episode is particularly for you. And in about 2 seconds, once I get my graphic going up, then we can talk more about it. Um, of course, I like to go ahead and get started talking about what makes water signs do what they do. But let me pull up my graphic. Here it goes. Yay, I have a graphic because I'm a
Yeah,
nerd.
yeah.
Yay. Let's get it back. Yay. Water signs. So, like we said, water signs, those are the Pisces, Scorpio, and the Cancer. Uh, Overall, what we're talking about right now is general, just general, what do you call them? I just lost the characteristics.
Factoids.
General characteristics of water signs when you're just talking about, what they do as far as sexuality is concerned. They're very emotional. very emotional, and usually when it comes to sexuality, you see it a lot showing up. What's also really great about water signs is that creativity is key. So those are the ones who's going to also be, interested in trying those things that are new. They're going to be interested in getting out there, and really encouraging you to be your creative self. So those are water signs because they like to keep things new. Water is all about movement. So you'll see that a lot when it comes to them in sexuality. Of course, they're going to want to switch things up a lot. So those are water signs. Also, when they like to get together with their partner, whether it's a long-term partner or whatever, they crave the intimacy. So pillow talk is very important. They'll want to, have those still those moments with their partner, basically sit around, wait for the sun, talking to the sun comes up. They're going to want to really get to know you in your mind and your brain. They want to be, one with you so that they can really connect in a way that is so intimate that you don't understand. Like it's so beyond the physical for them that they really like to connect to you in those emotional ways. So you're going to see these main characteristics that we talked about with the three signs, but definitely they are the most emotional and sensual of the elements. When you're talking about zodiac signs, they're very creative, as we said. They're going to switch it up. Those will be the ones that'll be like, you know what? Let's go to that bedroomcandy.com website. Go to /8497 and look at some of those toys there. And let's just see how many of these toys we can use tonight. They're going to be the
Let's
ones
use that harness.
just do it all. They're going to want to add things in. They're going to be the ones that, maybe want to heighten the situation with they're not afraid to try a few other things. They're going to be the, as they call it, drunken love kind of people. They're going to be the ones that really, get into, they're going to smell you, they're going to feel you, they're going to look you eye to eye, they're going to caress you, they're going to be one with you. They're gonna be in sync with you. They're gonna breathe when you breathe. You know, they're gonna shriek when you shriek. They're going to fall out when you fall out. So they're very much the kind of people when you're looking for sensual love, not that rapid fire stuff. You want that sensual, long term. Let's really uncover.
All the little business.
Get it all in there. Get it in there. Get it good. Stick it in there. And move it around. So those are the signs you want to go to for that. Again, because they're water signs, they like a lot of moving, they like switching it up. So you're gonna see that a lot with all of them. So we're gonna get into that now. Are you ready, partner?
Let's do it. We'll start with them cancers.
We're gonna start with Cancer.
We're gonna start with cancer.
All right, got you. So let's get on over here to Cancer. There you go.
Hi, people. How are you today? All right. So, Cancer men and women are quite intuitive and can sense what their lovers want. Their feminine side often emerges in the bedroom and they enjoy being made love to. The crab will do anything to satisfy his or her partner. In their opinion, sex often equals love and in its nurturing aspects. Perhaps it's due to their propensity for change, but cancers are quite into role playing as long as the games are a little edgy.
Mm.
Oh my.
Well,
So kinky. They prefer slave scenarios and prefer to be the bottom. So basically, they like to be controlled in the bedroom. Nothing
mm-hmm.
wrong. Yes, spank me.
Yeah.
Oh. It's okay to be a wee bit mean and even aggressive to Cancer during game time, but it's important to lay down the ground rules first. Cancers tend to prefer sexual postures that most others find downright uncomfortable. A favorite lying on the side with one lover curled behind the other lover's back, crab-like, if you will. This works especially well for vaginal intercourse as well as anal sex. My. Uh, Moon children are notorious for being extremely attached or attracted to breasts or the chest. It's one of their favorite body parts. Cancer men can zoom in on this feature and nothing else, while Cancer women love drawing attention to their cleavage in daringly low cut blouses, naughty bras, or even better yet, no bras at all.
Because why free the nip, babe? Free the nip.
Yeah, you ain't gotta say it like that though.
I'm just saying, nobody want to wear. No, I don't see any sign. I don't see any woman with breasts that's just go. You know what? I think I just want to wear a bra. We do it because we have to. Just
Right, exactly. We gotta hold them up. Now
mm-mm,
let them hang. Let them hang.
mm-mm. Gravity today. All right, you ready for me?
Yes, ma'am. It's on you.
All right, so here we go. This is Cancer again. Just want to let you guys know that. Also, if you have any questions, you guys can let us know, and we'll be able to answer those. I would post the link, but right now I'm kind of leery about posting the links. So, you said free love hippies. Yes, we are. Yep, that's
Yes, ma'am.
why we get along. We talk like this off camera too. We do. We just talk like this off camera. So here's the thing with Cancer. Cancer, again, when you're looking at all of the uh, of the water signs and everything, Cancer is the cardinal sign. Um, and what is great also about Cancer being a cardinal sign, they always say cardinal signs govern creativity. So if you're looking for the cardinal sign of Cancer, there's going to be the ones that are they're going to take the lead. They're going to be intuitive. They're going to do all those things. They're going to initiate more. They're very gentle though with their partners. That's one thing that you learn about a Cancer is that the emotional connection is very much important. So therefore, they're going to again want to be in tune with their partner.
Right,
Everything do is going to be um deliberate, so they're not going to do things that they don't feel are going to be conducive to the relationship or even to the sexual session. They're very much like to know or feel or pride themselves on knowing what their partner needs, not necessarily through verbal communication, but through those nonverbal cues. And so they like to be very much intuitive. Again, they like to be in tune. They like to know what it is that their partner needs from them. They're very nurturing in bed. Again, that's why they're considered gentle with their partners. You're not going to see them always want to dominate in the way of being too forward or rough, but they'll dominate by knowing exactly what you need and really, n- uh, nurturing that
take it there.
situation. They do take charge, but it's not in a take charge, you know, um, animalistic kind of way. But the other thing about cancers is that they have a high sex drive. They do like a lot of sex. They may not like sex with a whole lot of people, but they like a lot of sex with one person. So you'll
Right.
see about them as well. So we can get a little bit into this position. So I'll bring you back up for that. So let's talk a little bit about this. This is what they call the watering can, and
Yes.
of course, I love to tell you guys about the position that we pick for the evening that represents the Cancer. Of course, we've talked about that water signs. This water sign is ruled by the moon. Of course, it is. But this again allows for the sweetness of a relation of the sexual session. So more so love making than just you know. And
So
so
pound it down.
yeah, just calm it down. So this is a variation of what they call the cowgirl or cowboy, where the giving partner is the one that actually is on their backs, and the receiving partner, of course, is going to be on top. But instead of them being upright, where they're on the like riding a horse position, they're actually face, eye to eye, breath to breath, nose to nose, like you're actually taking in your partner, which is why this is a very interesting and intimate um, position for cancers because they get to really understand and see and feel and touch and caress all those things with the partner. You get to take your hand and put it right under that partner's, just right up under the cuff of that butt. You can pull them closer that way, or you can take your hand
Glory.
around their waist, and you can kind of guide things that way. And of course, have you lost? You okay? You good? You sure?
I'm sorry, I was in church.
You had a so this also gives the partner an opportunity to like really, y'all can kiss, you can, touch, you can nibble on a lip, you can kiss a nose, you can, be right there. If you have long hair, that hair is going to fall into that person's face and they may
Yes.
grab your hair and hold on to it or put their hand on the back of your neck and just bring you a little bit closer and really just get into an intimate moment where all even the thrusts that you do are going to be a more intimate thrust. It may be more um concentrated because the giver is on their back and the receiver's on the top. So it's a concentrated type of thrust that brings you a little bit closer together. So I think this is a good position to show for those who are, looking at, you may be dating a cancer. You may be someone that is interested in maybe dating a cancer sometime later on in life. But this is a good position to kind of, get to know each other. It's very intimate and I think you guys will like it.
Oh yeah. So water signs is like in this position. I can imagine, like the way the woman is laying down on top of the partner, like her clitoris is being like highly stimulated, while while the person on the bottom is getting like a dual stimulation
Yeah.
from just feeling her being aroused from her clitoris being stimulated, and then obviously the inner penetration.
Yeah.
And water signs are known to consume you,
Yeah.
just like water. You swallow you all the way up, ain't nothing left.
Right.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
We out of here.
I don't I don't see you anymore. You're gone.
Thing like about a water sign and when just talking specifically about this position again, I'm glad you brought that up because when you're talking about clitoral stimulation and everything, this is that really good way to have external clitoral stimulation without even having to introduce toys or your hands. But at the same time, you could get one of those really nice kind of flatter toys, even like a uh some of the what do they call that one, the we vibe, which is really flat and it fits on the inside. I got it right here. And that just grinding motion, because a lot of people think the up and down, but we talked about this last week. And
Hmm.
what I'm talking about, this right here goes right into that flat side, goes into the goes up against the G spot. But that grinding motion is what gets the orgasms going for the clitoris and for the vagina. That up and down works really good for guys, for penises.
Right.
It's cool. It's a great visual, but what really gets you going and what actually triggers the orgasms for the vagina, for the clitoris, is that grinding. You got to get bone to bone. You got to make sure you got enough friction going there. And this is the way to do it.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, at all. Right there. Just rub it up on me.
Just rub it in, rub it in good. So y'all describing me to a T. Are you a cancer, Roy? Just a little
Yeah.
cancer. But yeah, so that I think that's a really good position to start with. I mean, and you don't have to be a cancer to do it, but definitely something to start with if you're looking for a more intimate position for you and your partner.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely a way to tune in very, very deep to your partner. And you said hair falling all in your face, man. That's the type of shit that just have you just about to overdose
Oh
on
yeah,
just on the love, and it's like all of that. Just let it
yeah,
fall on me. You smell it, you feel his skin and smell the hair, and whoo, all the senses
yeah. I was about to say
activated at one time.
action. Yeah, because you can hold each other's hands. You can intertwine your fingers. You
Yeah,
really like, again. You can stare into each other's eyes. You can feel the breath. You can feel the changing of the breath. You can feel like even if they glow, they may not sweat. They may glow. Um,
right. Yeah, drip on me, drip on me.
creates that good misty kind of positioning, and also that feeling. It really becomes an intimate moment that way.
Hell yeah. Hell yes.
Yeah,
Sign me up.
but kind of already signed up because you one of them, and you one of these people. Okay, then you already
I am one of those people. June 23rd.
out. You one of
That
them.
would be I.
All right, you ready for the next slide?
Let's go. We got Pisces up next.
Do we? Oh, I got to skip over and get to Pisces. Okay. Let me get over to Hold on.
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Pisces. Here we go. Go ahead.
All right, hold on. Right. All right, so for Pisces, sex is an emotional affair for Pisces men and women. They are extremely sensual and creative lovers. They love playful sex and have plenty of fantasies. Being a mutable sign, people born under the fish zodiac sign have a great appetite for change. Although it tends to be sexually submissive by nature, its love of role play, at which they can be very talented, and its chameleon like adaptability, excuse me, means that sexually, Pisces can be anything you want it to be.
Hmm.
Guided by its powerful intuition and sensitivity, this star sign makes a gentle and thoughtful lover. With their powerful escapist urge, though, Pisceans enjoy sexual fantasy, and for many, the love adventures that they live out in their imagination can actually be preferable to the real thing. Intensely romantic, it can be hard for them to find a real life sexual relationship that fulfills their lofty ideals. Another turn on for Pisces is any kind of sensual enhancement, music, candles, soft materials, and aphrodisiac cocktails, and a little drink at drink,
A little bit.
little taste of a little alcohol, take them right on up. They don't need stimulants to get their sexuality going, but they love the ritual of preparing to move from the regular world into the dreamy world of sense and delight.
Mm.
To you,
It's my turn.
it's your turn.
Okay, fine. So the thing about the Pisces, I think you've already talked about this. Again, you're talking about emotional lovers, change is key. Um, the what I really like to talk about a lot of times is I just realized something. Never mind me. Uh,
Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it now. You laughed and let us know it's funny. Tell us the joke.
let me get back professional. Fantasy is very much key with the Pisces because it was good that you talked about the lofty ideas that they have. One of the things that you really have to consider is that again Pisces the is ruled by Neptune. Did you say that already?
I believe I did at some point.
Okay. But also they have no problem with it's just like a water sign. They jump in with both feet, right? Like they're into it. They do this thing. Um, the other thing that turns them on though is the creativity of it all. Like you said, adding things um with what they already do and play around with, right? Um
Right,
the other thing that you have to understand with a Pisces though is that again that water sign showing up means that water is about motion, but it's also about being able to be a flexible person. Let
right,
me see if I can move myself back into the frame. Uh, so the thing about it, so like they're mutable signs, right? So mutable signs, I mean, it sounds just like what it is. They mutate. They're able to change. So they're ready for that change. They're ready to move about. They're ready. Not only do you get motion, but you get a switch up. Maybe you get, role play out of them. Sometimes you may get, you know, a different location that turns them on. Sometimes you may decide that, you know what, let's keep all the lights on. You know what? I don't want all the lights on. Let's just have a black light on. Like they are the
no,
kind that are really tap into the creativity of it all. But at the same time, they're going to still stick to the emotional part. So they're very much emotional lovers. They enjoy being, again, one on one with you, making sure that they are pleasing you and making sure that the entire um, experience is one that is enjoyable and also memorable, so that you'll want to come back to them. You'll want to have that same experience with them over and over again. They want to be the person that you think about, like, when you get older, when you go, talk about all your past loves. "Now, there was this one Pisces, they used to do all these things to me." Like, they want to be that person for you, because they just really love to be, in tune, and they don't use it against you. Let me just say this. They're not going to use it against you. They are emotional people, but they won't use sexuality against you, not too much, unless they have something else in their placement, and then we'll talk about that another day. But so, and that's the thing about them. You have to understand they like playful sex. They love to be serious, but at the same time, they enjoy the playfulness of sex and sexuality as well. So they'll be the ones that, like you said, they'll, add something to it, add a couple of enhancements. They'll probably put on a couple of costumes. They'll be the ones that'll be interested in, recording a session. They'll be the ones that'll be interested in things of that nature, that, just really want to tap into something different, because again, they're been ruled by Neptune, and Neptune is about creativity. So theater, poetry, all that kind of stuff. They'll be the ones
Right.
that send you like the lyrics to their favorite love song, and they'll be like, you know what? A dream, a simple fantasy. Then you be like, girl, what? No, that was to my favorite song. So, they'll be the ones to use those things. So, talking about creativity, let's talk a little bit about this particular position here for the Pisces, and it's the yin and yang. And I mean, just look at it. So
Glory, glory, glory.
it's just a little different. So this is basically your regular old 69, but we always said to the second power, maybe.
Yes,
And
Lord.
up a notch, making it a little bit more enjoyable, a little bit more fun, a little bit more creative. Those of you who have things like, your head be hurting a lot and you ain't got your blood pressure checked out, you might want to steer clear this one, because you got to do some things that you may not be ready for. But so you get one partner to lay on their back, you get the other partner, and then also you want those legs to go up a little bit, right? And you want to make sure that you're putting everything that they need to see and smell and taste right in their face. You're going to make sure that the other partner is kneeling, and they're going to be leaned over, pretty much leaned, so that everything that you need to see, feel, and smell and taste is right there in front of you. So give you guys a are you okay?
Huh?
Medic over
You
there.
say
Y'all
something? I think I passed out.
come on back here. Come on. We ain't even done with this one. So with this particular positioning, of course, everybody, you get the mutual oral, and it's great for foreplay, and it may be all you do for the day. But this affords you the opportunity to kind of take your time.
Man.
Just that the partner, I would say, look at this one over here. I would suggest that when you do this, take your time, be very deliberate with your motions. Don't try to make everything fast. Don't try to, speed things up. This is a take your time kind of moment. This is also a time for you to kind of take a couple of moments to lift your head up, take your head out the water, and say,
Man.
and ask a couple of questions. Are you okay? And then also, because of the positioning, you can use different things like ice. You can use different toys that vibrate. You can even hum very lightly while you're doing those oral types of things. Get some flavored items. Make sure that they are vagina friendly. If there's a vagina involved, make sure that it is sugar free and vagina friendly. So that means you get you some flavored lube, and just play
Mm.
around with each other. Play around with it. Take your time. Make this an hour, hour and a half type of situation. Play you some good little music. Play around
What is it?
those legs and those hands and everything. As you see, even in the picture right here, the partner that's on their back is actually holding their ankles up. So if that's a position that doesn't quite work well for you, there are positioning straps you can use that will kind of help you with that. But also, there are other ways to kind of handle that as well, which is you can use pillows to boost that person's neck up. If the neck is tired, get a good pillow for that, or use some towels even to just put under the neck to support them. Those of you who are well endowed and you know that your partner has a little bit of problem with the gag reflex, be nice. That's all. Just
So,
don't do the thing. Don't do
so this is the definition of lay your head on my pillow, right?
that a little bit. Just a little bit. So yeah, you just want to make sure that you are deliberate with every motion. Understand that your partner will be able to feel when you are, getting even more aroused. And so just have a little grace as far as like trying don't do everything. Like really fall into the place where you're really understanding what your partner is doing. Here's the other thing about Pisces though. Pisces also rules the feet, right? Because we always talk about different signs and what's ruled under those things. Pisces rules the feet. So you would not probably notice that there are a few Pisces that have a little bit of a foot fetish. So
Foot
they'll
fetish, yeah.
play around with your toes. You probably want to, play around with that. So think about that as well, maybe incorporating that. But talk to your local Pisces and see if they're interested in that.
Your local Pisces.
Yes, talk to your
Hello,
local.
I'm the local Pisces. Nice to meet you.
This is Pisces hotline.
Right. This is the Pisces hotline. Nice to meet you. I'm Jeff. What would you like today?
I talk to your local Pisces, and they'll make sure that you have all the information you need.
Uh,
Oh, are you ready?
I'm still lost on that position. Can I say that one more time?
Oh, yeah, yeah, sure. Let me get it. Let me get it back up for you, just for you. I'm gonna do that right there.
My oh my.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have some balance in your life. That's all I'm saying. Make sure that you are well balanced. Make sure that you ain't out here doing the most with the least. And you don't be calling on me and telling me that I made you do something. I didn't make you do this position. You did it on your own.
You climbed up under there.
Listen, I told you, look, like I tell everybody, I don't tell you what to do. I just show you how to do it.
That
That's
looks
all.
like a fun position.
Yeah. All
It
right.
really does.
Scorpio.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So Scorpio, last but not least.
Okay.
So, so first, now funny that you said this. Scorpio rules the genitals.
Mm-hmm.
Can you believe that, guys?
I would have never guessed that.
Never.
Never
All right. All right. Sex is a big theme for Scorpios. They typically have supercharged sex drives,
ever.
no boundaries, and are comfortable in their own skin. They are physical and sensual beings and are usually pretty much open to anything in the bedroom.
Mm,
Love. Scorpio's true feelings are powerful, all consuming, and profound. In reality, this is the most passionate star sign, with a well earned reputation as the Zodiac's most accomplished lover.
mm-hmm.
Yes. Scorpios have an endless sex drive. They are known for having the sex drive of a perverted 15-year-old boy.
Mm-hmm.
Bam. Bam. If you and someone was like, I agree. Uh, if you are if you're with a Scorpio, he or she will be ready and willing whenever you are, unless you make them angry. Then you might want to run
Yeah.
and get in witness protection. See another agreement there. Scorpio's magnetism is undeniable. If a Scorpio wants you, you will want them back. A Scorpio will generally have an almost sixth sense about what you want and need in bed. Uh, and quite possibly knowing even more about your carnal desires than you do. Damn, they a sex shaman, huh? My. So again, Scorpios rules the genitals, and as it pertains to sex, you cannot surprise or shock a Scorpio. They are fiercely private and expect you to be the same when you have a sexual encounter with them, so they don't kiss and tell.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So keep him out.
Gosh.
Don't tell nobody.
Don't tell nobody.
Your
Nobody.
turn.
It's my turn.
It's your turn.
Okay. So here's the famed Scorpio. They are again, this is the water sign. This is the most sensual and the most sexual of the water signs, and really of the zodiac. You just said that. To me, they're the most sensual of the zodiac. The funny thing about it is a Scorpio again is one of those signs that kind of get a bad rep because people think that they're like, want to have sex with everybody. But the thing about it is that they just are highly sexual with the people they want to be sexual with. So it's not
Right.
necessarily that they are even, they are very loyal to those people. So they're not going to go looking around for everything because they want to make sure that they have the intimate connection before they go running out. The other thing about Scorpio, let me pull this back up, is that Scorpios are a fixed sign. And so that means that they are kind of stabilizing. They kind of root, like, they are the people that are really going to be wholly who they are, you know, as far as the water sign is concerned. Like they are the quintessential water sign. Um, they're very passionate, not just in sexuality, but everything else that they do. They are very passionate people. Again, intimacy is very important for them. They need to know they have an intimate connection with you before they even get into the sexual part. But once they have an intimate connection with you, they are fully and wholly intimately sexual with you as well because they want to make sure that they have an intimate emotional connection that is long lasting. But also, what's the funny thing about all of these things is that stamina is the thing because people
Because
are the people that are very sexual. They are very highly sexual. They're going to be the people that just naturally have that thing. They naturally have high sex drives. They naturally want to do, sexual things with and to you, and they think about it all the time. And they may not be the person that you're in a room with, and they're shooting that little, sexy, dirty look at you, like across the room. They may be the one
mhm,
that nasty text is like, you know what, I can't wait to get you in this room tonight and do all these things. So they'll lay it out for you. I mean, they're diabolical when it comes to things like that. They'll make sure that you know exactly what you're going to get and how you're going to get it. But like you said, they like to keep things under wraps as well. They're not going to tell everybody who they doing stuff with, but you going to know
because
because
they're gonna be walking funny.
right, they're gonna leave their stamp on you. They definitely will leave their stamp on you. Like, hey, I did that to them, and they still haven't recovered from the thing that we that we were doing. That's how they do. So, going into looking at this particular position here, this one's called the bow, and you can kind of see why they call it the bow. You kind of bow
Oh
out.
yeah.
Again, Scorpio is ruled by Mars and by Pluto. So that's sex and power. Think about that. Sex and power. So what you're going to also see is that they also rule over the eighth house. If you're looking into your planetary placements, if you're looking into your natal charts, look into your eighth house and see if you have a Scorpio there because that oversees sex and transformation as well. So again, we're talking about physical intimacy and connection. And as you see, a position like the bow gives you a good amount of eye contact. Again, that's an intimate position because eye contact always creates more intimacy. Why? Because when you make eye contact, you're bonding with that person. You're seeing into their soul, right? And also helps you to produce oxytocin and bonding hormone. So anytime you make a good amount of eye contact, you do a lot of touching, you do a lot of kissing, anything like that that happens, you're creating that bonding hormone with that person. So both people are going to lay on their sides, and what you're going to want to do is kind of face each other, almost like a scissor position. So that means that this is pretty friendly for any combination of couple here. And so what you want to do is that gives you an opportunity to use your hands, your thighs, your hips, and everything. And you guys are just kind of moving toward each other. You're making all the move. You're thrusting toward each other in this position. And then what you'll do is you'll kind of find what works best for you. So one person may lay a little bit more on their side than the other person. The other person may decide if there's a giver and receiver, if there's a penis and vagina concern, then the penis may want to, flip, go a little bit more to one side, and the vagina is going to go more to the other side, and they're going to thrust up, and the vagina is going to thrust forward. So you're going to find a way to kind of get, again, you're talking about getting in that position there, and you're eye to eye. You're using your hands to kind of level yourself, and you're just kind of moving toward each other. You get to talk, you get to do a lot of other things. And if one partner gets tired, then they can kind of lay down back. The other partner can kind of take over and do most of the motion, and make sure you both are having a really good intimate time. So I really like this position again because it can get you to where you need to go when you're talking about clitoral stimulation. Again, this allows for grinding, so you can get that external clitoral stimulation. This works really well if you're talking about if there is a couple that there are two vaginas. This is an opportunity to use something that has two sides to it, double-ended items, or even if one uses something like a strap or anything like that. Again, this puts you in a great position to kind of have a lot of options, so you can kind of play around with those things and have a really, really good time, or even just use your fingers, because no one said you couldn't. I'm just saying. You're muted.
I was saying, what else are they there for but to touch and taste things?
Yes, yes. The world's best set of utensils are right there.
Oh yeah, set them there.
Absolutely. So, anything else?
No.
Okay. That's it for
Nope.
the Scorpio. You ain't got nothing to add about Scorpio?
Oh. Well, I mean, they're supposedly the most intense of all of the signs. Extremely passionate, extremely freaky.
Yep. 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 Yep.
They're definitely, like you said, the type that will leave an impression on you. Have you talking about them for years? Like, man, I had this Scorpio back in the day, dog. And
This
oh my
one.
God, just one, just.
You're gonna either
But
hate
you
'em or you're gonna love them. You're gonna talk about them like that was the best thing ever, or that food was crazy, and I wish
crazy
food
as
was
cat's meat.
good.
One or the other.
Yeah. There's no middle point with Scorpios. Like you really do either love them or hate them.
Right. They're the epitome or the definition of 0 to 100
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah. I agree. So I think that's it. That's the end of it there. So you guys, we have covered actually all four of the elements when it comes to zodiac sign. We did um the first one we did was the fire signs, we did the earth signs, we did the air signs, and this is the water signs. So um that's the end of the series. I'm kind of like,
Man. Right. Like, oh man, it's
okay,
over.
we can replay it. We can always replay it. So in the coming weeks, we're gonna actually take some time off because we got some more series that we're gonna bring to you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this series. We actually had a good time doing the research for you guys. We really do enjoy doing this. We like bringing information to you. You may know it, you may not know it, or you just may need a refresher, and that's what we do. Um, and so I guess we're gonna take about 2 to 3 weeks, and we'll come back. We'll actually post the date for the next Moist Monday for you guys. We really appreciate the support. definitely y'all go to our individual pages and make sure that you guys are going to our channels and liking and sharing these videos and subscribing. We really appreciate the support. The support helps our channels individually and as a group, as a collective, I guess. Um,
Right.
show more videos and share more videos to with everyone, and also to help educate people, because we really do believe in the sexuality and the intimacy part. Also, we believe in fitness and nutrition, and we both really like talking about astrology. So
Right. Exactly. Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're the holistic approach.
Right. I was gonna say because sex, spirituality, nutrition, all of that work hand in hand. You know, it's all interconnected. You know, if you haven't watched our show before, this is something that we reiterate often, that
Yeah,
all of those things work as one, as opposed to how in this Western society, how we dichotomize those elements. So we put them all together like they're supposed to be, and
yeah,
show you a way to have a healthy and happy health, nutrition, and sex life is just important,
yeah.
because ain't
And
nobody out here having no bad sex in 2021. They better not be.
once we had that two added to that, we have decided ain't gonna be no bad sex up in the 2020 anything.
None. Knock out.
Right. We ain't doing that. We're gonna have good sex, and we're gonna understand why we need good sex this time of year. And also we're just gonna make sure that when we know better, we do better, right? So we're gonna make
Right,
sure we're always doing what we need to do better.
right. Damn right.
Yeah,
Growth mindset, always.
that's right. Anything else?
That's it. That's it.
Okay, okay. Well, we just want to thank you guys for joining us again this evening. Again, you guys will hear from us soon. Uh, be sure to watch the replays of all these videos, either on my page or on the Premier Fitness 0210 page. And so that way you guys can, do what you got to do, have a good time, join us, and all those good things. And we will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you guys whenever.
Thank you. See you soon.
Bye, y'all.
Y'all have some good loving, y'all.
Yes, do that. Do that. Easter time. Have some Easter sex.
Yes, because that's what it's about.
That's right. Bye.